They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run this with Austin. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Darnell Washington, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. 3rd down here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Jackson going to change things up a bit. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. An option give now to Mitchell. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second and 11 now. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They go play action now. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Jackson. And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll give it right back to Washington. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Ravens 3.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This 2nd and 4.
Easy.
Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Running left, and the ball is knocked out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Warren will try the right side. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his first rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Jackson now from the gun on third down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 59 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Marcus Jones, a return man. Now Jones. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A handoff for Warren. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
At the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Yellow. Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds Austin complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Austin is there and brings in another one. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Austin, the man in motion left. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Mitchell now off the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they're going to speed things up here.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
And they run with Edwards off the option.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading. It's appropriate that those defenders get to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Now Jackson on second down.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Play action. It's Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the... And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Steelers 20, Ravens 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 50.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. First down, here's Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, it's 1. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Justin Madubuike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Yellow.
2nd and 10.
Hey, 43.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Hey, color. I don't need to.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's 1. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
First down, Baltimore.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. Here's 1st down. Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you've got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Connecting with Andrews.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a row, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing. Jackson. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Mahomes. And he finds Austin complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is 1st and 10.
15.
On the run, it's Warren. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, report.
first throw in overtime now for Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Right back to Mitchell here. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Change it. What are we doing? Nice one. Go ahead. Hey. Nice one.
Now it's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. The Ravens send their punt around now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Easy. 15.
Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponent